Hello everyone and welcome to Weekly Jimin News. I'm Dream and here is the first news of this week. Jimin's Vogue Korea covers quickly become a bestseller on South Korea's biggest bookstores. So far, since the beginning of 2023, as we already know, Jimin has adored the covers of 7 magazines, the latest being Vogue Korea. So along with the fact that Jimin's visuals were absolutely breathtaking and godlike on all 3 of the covers unveiled by Vogue Korea, ARMY fans could not wait to get their hands on a copy of the magazine. Jimin's 3 covers completely dominated the bestseller lists in different categories, such as real-time, daily, weekly, monthly, and new releases, showing his massive popularity and immeasurable brand power. Here, you can see the specific bestseller spots that the 3 covers took up on the 3 different e-commerce platforms, Aladdin, Kyobo, and Yes24. The high sale volumes were to be expected as Jimin has always had a great pull on consumers, getting them interested in anything he's associated with. And on 13th of March, we got a sneak peek video of Jiminie posted on Vogue Korea official pages with the caption "Vogue Korea captures Jimin." Stay tuned to learn everything about the megastar. And of course, in the video, Jiminie looked absolutely gorgeous. And once again, he took our breath away.
하나, 둘, 셋.
And then the next day, 14th of March, we got 3 beautiful cover shoot fashion films of our Jiminie on Vogue Korea social media accounts, showing us the different sides of himself. And this time as well, of course, he left us completely floored. And the first film was titled Boyish at Times, the Shy and Playful Side of Jimin.
네, 안녕하세요. 지민입니다. Mic test 1, 2, 3.
The caption for next one said, "Poetic and graceful, a whole genre named Jimin." And the description for last one said, "Jimin strolls freely between romance and passion." And also, after the release of those fashion films, Vogue Korea showcased their admiration for Jimin by choosing one of his stunning cover images as their Twitter header and Facebook cover photo. And what is also worth mentioning is that digital editor Nam Hee-ga shared each of Vogue Korea's reels on their Instagram stories. And they also mentioned that Jimin changed the position of the Tiffany & Co. rings he was wearing for the cover in order to better show off his tattoo. What a smart and beautiful gesture of Jiminie. We love it. And Hyeju Lee, the editor-in-chief for W Korea, liked all Jimin photos of Vogue Korea on Instagram. And it's unusual to like major counterparts' contents, but when it's Jimin, they all make sense because Jimin's kind and loving personality makes everyone he has ever worked with undoubtedly fall for his charms. And we absolutely understand, because who wouldn't? And of course, like always, multiple Jimin related keywords following Vogue Korea releasing 3 stunning fashion films of Jimin trended on Twitter. Vogue Korea also wrote an article about a collection of songs to review before listening to Jimin's FACE album. Vogue Korea also shared the article on their Instagram story. And later on, they released also new photos and interview with Jimin from the latest photo shoot. And in this interview, Jiminie said, "I tried looking deep within myself and being as honest as possible with this album. Much of it's based on my own experiences, but I hope everyone who listens finds it relatable and comforting." And full article with an English translation of the editorial is available on Vogue's Korea official website. I will put a link to it for you in the description. So there is no doubt that Jimin is a star that continues to shine even brighter during his solo projects. And we as Jiminie ARMY fans simply can't get enough of it. And then on 18th of March, Vogue Korea shared a behind the scenes of Jimin cover shoot showcasing Tiffany and CEO's global ambassador's sometimes shy and playful self and how he showed off various sides of him on set. The full video you can watch on Vogue Korea YouTube channel, and I am planning to do a reaction to it sometime soon in the next weeks. So next, to add up even more to the Jiminie magazine covers collection, Jimin will grace the April issue of Japanese magazine Area and quickly becomes a bestseller on different Japanese platforms. On March 12th, the Japanese magazine Area, through its official Twitter and Facebook pages, announced that Jimin will be gracing the cover of its April 3 issue, which will consist of 12-page feature comprising of interviews and photos, and it is expected to hit the stores on March 27th. This becomes Jimin's 8th magazine cover this year. What got ARMYs even more excited is the fact that the photography in the magazine is tasked to the renowned photographer Mika Ninagawa. She is known for her beautiful works as seen in popular Japanese films like Sakuran, Followers, Dinner, and many others. In addition, she has photographed prominent personalities like the legendary Japanese figure skater Yuzuru Hanyu, previously when he was on the cover of the magazine among other individuals. With such a track record, it is evident that Mika is a master and a top of her craft, raising anticipation for the outcome of her session with Jimin, given that he is already a god of visuals. And Mika previously also worked with BTS in 2016 when they all featured on a cover of the Area magazine back then as well. And that's why ARMYs were quick to make pre-orders, knowing that this cooperation between Mika and Jimin is going to be one for the history books. And Mika, who saw some of their reactions, posted some of their comments on her Instagram stories. So not long after the news of the magazine feature was announced, the issue had already shot to the top of the bestseller ranking and bestseller in new releases ranking on Amazon Japan. And yet again, Mika expressed her gratitude to fans by posting about the bestseller ranking on Amazon and pledged her resolve to deliver a wonderful issue for them. And also, couple days after the announcement of Jiminie on the cover of the Area magazine was announced, we also got Jiminie video message about the news. And in this video, Jiminie said, "Hello armies, this is Jimin. I'll be on the cover of Area to be released on 27th of March. They took great photos of me in spring-like outfits, so please look forward to it. My first solo album FACE will be released on March 24th. Please look forward to both Area and FACE." And the video, of course, was also shared on the Area magazine official Instagram account. So after that kind of tease from Jiminie himself, we definitely can't wait to see this beautiful new cover. And next up, on TVN's Korean variety show You Quiz on the Block, hardworking and charitable restaurant owner Kim Yoon-kyung mentioned Jimin by answering a question, "What do you do on your day off?" She answered, "My joy is to listen to Jimin's songs and rest. I can't include the clips of the show because of the copyright, but if you want, you can watch the full episode on Naver. I will put the link to it in the description." And also the K-News, Onsen and MBC has reported about this mention in their articles. It is amazing to see that Jiminie is being cherished and mentioned everywhere in the Korean entertainment media. We are very happy and proud of him. Next, ENHYPEN's Heesung mentioned Jimin on his Weverse Live as the reason why he listened to Take You Down. "I listened to this song a lot after watching Jimin Sanbenim dance cover a long time ago. It was so cool." And he was probably talking about Jimin's cover of Brian Puspa's Take You Down choreography during the BTS home party in 2017. And we completely agree with his opinion because this Jiminie dance cover is definitely not only cool, but sexy, amazing, and legendary. And next up, Jimin has been selected as the K-pop idol or Korean actor most suitable as an ambassador for a high-end fashion brand. In a survey conducted by Japanese media Danmi, he received 80% of the total votes cast. And also, Jimin has been selected as the preferred star people want to spend White Day with. This survey was conducted by 7edu, a math education company for elementary, middle, and high schoolers in Korea, from February 13 to March 9th. And Jiminie received 58.5% of the total votes cast. And if you didn't know, the White Day in Korea is a kind of second Valentine's Day celebrated in Japan, China, and South Korea. It's celebrated 1 month after the Valentine's Day on March 14th. And while on Valentine's Day people give gifts to others to express their love, on White Day, the ones who receive gifts give gifts to the ones they love and return the favor. This day was named that because the white color is considered a symbol of purity and is closely associated with an innocent kind of teen love in Japanese culture. So congratulations, Jiminie, for both of those survey wins. And also this week, Jimin's Chinese fans organized Face ad support in Times Square. The giant curved screen on the Addison Hotel in Times Square will host gorgeous face ads for a week from March 20 to 26. At Jimin Bar China also has announced that they will run ad support for face in the Central City bus station in Seoul. The ads will run on 9 screens from March 16th to 29th. And this is the first time in history the station has allowed ads to support idols. And also another Jimin's Korean fanbase at All for Jimin Core has announced face ad support in Japan. 3 large screens at Shinjuku Unica Vision in Tokyo will display gorgeous Jimin face ads for a week from March 20th to 26th. And here is a preview of the ad. And one more Jimin's Korean fanbase ad will run for face on TV screens inside Seoul City buses. Routes with a high population will be specifically targeted, and the advertisements will run for 2 weeks from March 17th to 30th. And here is a preview of the ads that will run inside the buses. Jiminie's fan bases are so powerful and amazing. So thank you to all the members of the fan base who contributed to this amazing ad feature. It will be so amazing to see grand Jiminie ads in such a prime locations all over the globe. Next up, a special lucky draw event will be held in Japan to celebrate the release of FACE. 6,000 extremely fortunate applicants who make purchases at the BTS Japan official shop or Universal Music Store will receive one of 6 previously unreleased photo cards. The application will be automatic upon purchasing FACE from BTS Japan official shop or Universal Music Store. So good luck to every one of you who will participate. And we already know, even though the images of the photo cards are blurry for now, that they all will look amazing. And the next news, on 13th of March, Jiminie was greeted by many media and armies at the International Incheon Airport upon his departure for the personal schedule to the United States. And K-Media reports that he went to New York. Jiminie looked absolutely adorable in his black outfit paired with black bucket hat, Tiffany and CEO jewelry and black Dior bag. And everyone was so excited to see him and be around him. Even the reporters waiting for Jimin's arrival at the airport turned out to be a total fanboys. during the live broadcast, after over 3.5 hours streaming, ARMYs were shocked when a picture of Jimin suddenly appeared in the shot. With some of the cutest sound effects, the reporter started moving the photo in and out so that ARMY could see it clearer. And then he brought yet another concept photo, and later he even waved an adorable Jimin keychain in front of the camera for ARMYs and netizens to see. And then, after Jiminie already departed to the US, when the airport photos were released, ARMY noticed that the phone on one of the bodyguards protecting Jimin had a wallpaper of the cover art of BTS Anthology album Proof on it. It is not unusual for staff members to be close to the artists they work with, but having their album cover as wallpaper seems to be a different kind of heartfelt and personal expression of appreciation, and we love to see it. We hope Jiminie will have a wonderful trip ahead of the release of his brand new solo album, and hopefully we will see him promoting his new songs on American talk shows as well. Because just the day after the departure, Jimmy Fallon tweeted this: "More than a feeling, this game scares me. Butter, BTS, hashtag that's my jam." So at this point, we already knew that this was a hint for Jiminie's future appearance on Jimmy Fallon's show. And the confirmation came on 17th of March, right after the release of Jiminie's first solo single, Set Me Free Part 2. Because then, the official account of The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon tweeted that Jiminie will make his late night debut solo appearance next week on 23rd and 24th of March. 23rd will be the interview and 24th will be his performance. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for this. It's going to be so grand and beautiful and special because we know that Jimmy Fallon is a huge Jiminie bias, like we all are. So here are, like always, for Jiminie travel coverage, many beautiful pictures of him from the airport, as well as media video cut from his departure. Enjoy!
지민 씨 여기야. 지민 씨 여기야.
뒤에 보고 뒤에 손 한번 지민 씨 손 한번요. 잘 잘해봐요.
And next, on 16th of March, we got the second part of BTS's Special 8 Photofolio reaction film. And like in the first part, in this one as well, the members reacted to each other's photofolio content. The content that the members were watching was of Jin's, J-Hope's, Tay-Tay's and Yoongi's photofolios. And the full episode, like always, you can watch on Bangtan TV. And my reaction to it you can expect in the next weeks. And now we are moving on to FACE album promotion news. First, at the beginning of the week, we got adorable little pictures of Jiminie at the start and the end of the long album jacket photo shoot for the concept photos of hardware and software version. The doodles around the pictures were drawn by Jiminie himself, and this is what was written on the pictures. And the whole post was titled Jimin Face Emotion of the Day, and it was absolutely cute and wonderful. And next, new poster for pre-release track Set Me Free Part 2 was revealed. And the visual for the poster looked very mysterious and interesting, with the grayscale color scheme and the big lighted up screen wall in a huge room. And of course, news about Jimin's poster Set Me Free Part 2 took over Naver's most liked articles in the entertainment section, with all the articles charting and occupying 20 out of 30 spots on the chart. And also, hype performance directors Lee Byung-un and Soon Song-eun shared the poster of Set Me Free Part 2 on their Instagram stories. And that alone already hinted us that another legendary performance was coming. And we were extremely excited to see the first glimpse of Set Me Free Part 2, and we trended multiple hashtags and keywords worldwide following the release of the poster. And then we got the news that there will be a fun event for Jimin's solo album FACE called My Favorite Face of Jimin, where 50 lucky army could win an exclusive unreleased photo card by posting an artwork, wallpaper or concept photo decoration inspired by Jimin's concept photos. To take part in this event, you just have to post your entries on Weverse with the hashtag MyFavoriteFaceOfJimin. And note that your chance of winning will increase if you write and express your love toward Jimin in your Weverse post. The event is running from March 13th to March 20th, and the winners will be announced on March 27th. So if you are planning on participating, it is a perfect opportunity to shower our Jiminie with as much love as you can, and all the best luck to all of you in chance of winning this special photo card. And then it was time for the official teaser for Set Me Free Part 2. And it was absolutely unexpected, intense, epic, and overflowing with Jiminie's incredible charisma. He looked so serious and his gaze swept us all off our feet. His wet hairstyle and leather jacket were making us go absolutely wild. And in my reaction to it, I was completely shooketh. And of course, we've shown our excitement once again in the worldwide trends on Twitter. Multiple terms were trending worldwide as Jimin released his absolutely spectacular teaser for Set Me Free Part 2. Also, after the release of the teaser, multiple background dancers who took part in the making of Set Me Free Part 2 music video shared screenshots from the teaser on their Instagram. The teaser also achieved the milestone of receiving 3 million views in just 12 hours and 10 minutes since the release. And the Jiminie teaser for Set Me Free Part 2 was also trending at #1 spot for music video trending on YouTube worldwide. And then one of the BTS's main producers, P-Dog, who worked with Jiminie on his solo album FACE, declared that Jimin is about to shake the industry and ARMYs aren't ready. P-Dog caught attention with his recent Instagram story in which he wrote a caption, "Jimin, Set Me Free Part 2, coming soon." Park Jimin has completed establishing order for K-pop 2023. And this declaration, which can also be interpreted as 2023 K-pop is about to be ended by Jimin, set fire to ARMY Twitter as we couldn't contain our excitement over the promise of the greatness of Jimin's solo debut. And then on the next day we got the second teaser for Set Me Free Part 2, and this time it was the shorts version. And with it we got another epic part of the choreo and one more intense close-up of Jiminie. The trends worldwide, as per usual, went wild, and Big Hit shared this teaser shorts version in BTS's official stories of their Instagram account. And at this point we were holding so tightly to our chairs because we knew that this music video will tell us a story that would blow our minds. And we were not wrong, because on 17th of March, the music video for the first single of Jiminie solo album FACE, Set Me Free Part 2, was released. And we were absolutely not ready for it. And when I say this, I'm talking from experience, because I got absolutely knocked out by the visuals, the music, and the message of Jiminie's video. And you can witness my distraction in my reaction video if you haven't seen it yet. So first, with the release of Set Me Free Part 2 music video, we got Jiminie's message for QQ Music.
네, 안녕하세요 여러분, 방탄소년단 지민입니다. 저의 성공 계곡 Set Me Free 파트 2가 드디어 뮤직비디오와 함께 공개되었습니다. 웅장한 분위기와 퍼포먼스가 아주 멋진 곡인데요. 저도 촬영하면서 되게 재밌었던 것만큼 여러분들도 좋아해 주실 것 같아요. 저의 첫 솔로 앨범 페이스도 발매가 일주일 남았으니까요. 많은 기대 부탁드리겠습니다. Thank you.
And also, Big Hit Music released an exclusive interview with Jiminie for the platform Consequence of Sound, where Jiminie breaks down the origins of his very intense new single Set Me Free Part 2. And first of all, in this interview, Jiminie clears out the confusion about the pre-release single titled Set Me Free Part 2, despite the fact that Jimin doesn't have any existing songs to his name titled Set Me Free. He confirmed that it's a nod to track of Suga's second August D mixtape D2, and he said there isn't a connection and we weren't trying to divide part 1 or part 2. But since it turns out my song talks about freedom and moving forward, and Suga's song talks about some of the stories that came before, I thought it would be good to come after that. And then Jiminie revealed the details of the new single, and he said, first, we tried to focus on the performance and express the really intense vibe of the song. The key point was freedom, and actually we were drinking at the time. This is the last track on the album. the last of the emotions. It's very intense, so I wanted to announce a Jimin solo in an impactful way. We tried to express the grand scale of the song and the ideas of determination, passion, and overcoming. Set me free means setting myself free, so I thought it was important that I be the one to set myself free, not someone else. In the end, I'm the one who has to set myself free. There is a song called On by BTS. I think you can feel the same vibe watching On performance as you will watching this performance. You'll feel that feeling once again. I would say the song has the energy of a light in the darkness. I wanted to express that kind of picture everyone has in their head. A ray of light coming into the darkness is the only thing you can see. If I had to say specific colors, I'd say black and white. What an incredible explanation from Jiminie of the concept of the music video and the idea behind the song. Jiminie's mind is truly genius. So now let me explain to you few details you might not have noticed the first time while watching Jimin's Set Me Free Part 2 MV. First, the body tattoo that Jiminie had written on his neck and chest is actually a German poem written by Rainer Maria Rilke in the 1800s. So here is the original text of it with the translation, which says, "I live my life in growing circles which ring out over the things around me. Perhaps I'll never finish the last, but that's what I'm going to try. I'm circling around God, around the ancient tower, and I've been circling for thousands of years, and I still don't know, am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song?" Wow, what an extremely incredible interpretation of the purpose of creation of oneself and existence. And the fact that Jiminie was dancing so majestically with this beautiful poem written on his body represents him embodying his art. And the poem also connects to the cover art of Jimin's album FACE with the circles of resonance. And also Jiminie losing clothes and accessories in the MV is representing his path to freedom. So symbolic and beautiful. And the next detail is that Jimin and his dancers make a shape that arguably appears to be the golden ratio pattern for the Fibonacci sequence. And ancient mathematicians, architects, and philosophers understood this pattern was the golden ratio from the double helix of DNA to the expanding universe. It is the pervasive pattern of life. Just wow. And also the ending choreography in the Set Me Free Part 2 music video mirrors Jimin's previous solo song Lie from BTS's second studio album Wings, which was his first solo song on BTS's albums ever. What an incredible connection, and I caught it while I was watching immediately. And finally, in Set Me Free Part 2, Jimin isn't afraid anymore. He immediately controls the dancers. He impacts their movements, not the other way around. He is already in control of his shadow. He is in white at the end to show that he overcame the shadow, which perfectly connects with the previous works of BTS of Map of the Soul 7, where the shadow is represented by autotune, which you can hear in this song too. And that's where the connection of the line "gotta go insane to stay sane" comes in. Facing your shadow and embracing the good it has to offer makes you realize it can be a motivation for moving forward and overcoming new challenges. Having so many references to be cohesive means that they all have to resonate with each other, with the artistry, and most importantly, with the singer. So Jiminie's story in this video is so complex and so honest. And we can feel this honesty in our souls, hearts, and minds. And then, to our surprise, on 18th of March, we got choreography dance practice for Set Me Free Part 2 as well. And we were definitely still not prepared for the greatness. And I can speak from the experience one more time because even my internet couldn't handle this powerful dance practice. If you want to see that, check out my reaction. And of course, we also got the shorts version of the dance practice on YouTube, where the ending of it was really cheeky and fun from Jiminie when he started slapping his own. Naughty Jiminie. And BTS official Instagram account posted the practice as well on their reels. So now let's go over the amazing achievements of this incredible pre-release track of Jiminie. First, I have to say that South Korea's, America's, and worldwide Twitter trends went completely wild, crazy, and insane upon the release of Jiminie's Set Me Free Part 2. Then the song achieved number 1 on iTunes in the UK, and it broke the record for the fastest song by a Korean soloist to reach number 1 in Japan iTunes history. And then within only 4 hours and 45 minutes, Set Me Free Part 2 reached 100 number 1s on iTunes worldwide. And now Jimin has the 2 fastest songs to reach 100 number 1s on iTunes worldwide, With You and Set Me Free Part 2. The song has achieved an all-kill in the 8 biggest music markets on iTunes. And after that, it became the fastest song to achieve 110 number 1s on iTunes worldwide in history, within just 10 hours since its release. And it also reached 10 million views on YouTube. This is all that the song achieved in just 12 hours since its release. The further accomplishments I will cover in the next week's Jimin Weekly News. And then we got, of course, Billboard article about the release of the song. We got also an Instagram post from the singer who was involved in Set Me Free creation. He supported Jimin with his voice in the harmonies and chorus lines to this amazing song. And also, Set Me Free Part 2 director of photography Andy Larry Kim posted about the space of the music video and how the filming was accomplished on his Instagram story as well. I don't know about you, but I am completely overwhelmed by this whole week. It is all just so much. But now we have to move on to social media updates. First, at the beginning of the week, ARMY noticed that Jin liked Jiminie IG post of his little behind-the-scenes clip for the software version of his concept photos. And then when the Set Me Free Part 2 poster was revealed, Jiminie posted it on his IG story. After that, on 13th of March, Jiminie wrote on Weverse, "I'll go and come back. Thank you for everyone coming today." And it was right after his departure to United States from Incheon Airport. He always knows how we worry about him, and he always makes sure to let us know that he is okay and that he loves us. And then later on the same day, Jiminie also shared Vogue Korea's teaser video for his fashion films on his Instagram story. And next, on March 14th, when JK was doing his 3 parts Weaver's Life and he was changing his outfits, showing off and drinking his whiskey and hanging out with armies, Jiminie also watched Jungkook's Weaver's Life while already being in New York, and he hopped into the comments of the live and sent few funny and adorable messages to JK. And then after the release of the teaser for Set Me Free Part 2, J-Hope commented on it on Weavers, and he said once again the same way as he commented on Jiminie concept photos, just wow. It is always so nice to see our supportive hobby gushing over Jiminie's content. And on the next day of 15th of March, when the second teaser for Set Me Free Part 2 in the YouTube Shorts version was released, Jiminie reposted it on his account from BTS's official Instagram story. And we knew that he was so excited for the release. And on the same day as well, Jiminie changed his profile picture on Instagram to the one in which his eyes are closed and he has the lip ring from his concept photos hardware version. And that indicated for everyone that Jiminie officially started his new album story and new FACE era. And next, on March 16th, Jiminie replied to Jungkook's Weaver's post about the meal recipe. And he said, "I guess I will head to your house when I get back to Korea. Isn't it morning? Go sleep." Jiminie surely liked JK's recipe if he wants to go to his house and ask him to cook it for him. What a cutie. And later, the same day, J-Hope was on Weaver's Live and he mentioned Jiminie once again. And he said, "Isn't Set Me Free Part 2 coming out tomorrow? I already saw the MV and choreography and I think it's something you should really look forward to. I was really surprised. I only listened to 2 songs from Jimin's album. I listened to it when it releases. I think it's a bit dark. The concepts and stories that he wants to show, I think he is doing it very well. So I am really looking forward to his album." Thank you, sweet hobby, for your constant support and loving admiration for Jiminie and his work. We are so happy that Jiminie can always count on your brotherly love and support. And next up, on 17th of March, right before the release of the music video for Set Me Free Part 2, Jiminie posted on Weavers, "I hope you enjoy it." And then, after the premiere of the music video, like hour and a half later, Hobie was of course the first one to leave a comment under Jiminie's post. And he wrote, "Really insane, you tore it apart." And then a minute later, he posted a second comment with a word that is Korean slang and is considered one of the soft curse words. It implies effing as an intensifying adverb, so it basically means effing cool. Hobie probably romanized the word to soften the blow, but nevertheless, it got ARMY excited and finding Hobie extremely relatable. And then, to add up to the fun on Weavers, Tay also left a comment under Jiminie's post and J-Hope response, and he said, "Yes, I'm enjoying it." And then he hilariously added, "Hyung, do you think that it will be fine as long as it's in English?" And that made ARMYs even more happy to see this peak of sibling energy between the members. So after this funny exchange between J-Hope and Tay-Tay in the comments of Jiminie post, Jiminie posted once again a new Weverse post in which he said, "Phew, I'm nervous even now, guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for waiting, and there's still a lot of prepared things left. So I'd be grateful if you all enjoy it a lot. I will work hard." Yes, Jiminie, we are waiting for everything that you've prepared for us, and we can't wait to witness it all. And thank you so much for working so hard for us. So that is all for this week's news. And at the end, like always, please enjoy Jiminie achievements. See you next week.